strangled her little baby children.
Bitch.
Like what, one 8 months old, one another couple years old, one...
That's a fucking crazy video. This fucking crazy bitch setting shit on fire and dumping hot wax all over her kids. But that's not even why I wanted to screen record this. We've all seen the memes now of, you know, Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over there. The fucking chick that strangled her kids. And the comparison, this is crazy, like the left mom versus the right mom. I don't know why people are making this comparison. It doesn't seem like a comparison, an applicable comparison to me. The fucking chick in the park who said the N-word, and we're gonna compare her to, and I already said this and had people react to it, but we're gonna compare her to this chick who strangled her 3 children. And I said when I was pointing this out, I was like, what'd I say? So the left wants to compare the chick who said the N-word. The left wants to compare their child strangler to the chick who said the N-word. The left wants to compare their mom who strangled her children to our mom who said the N-word. And I said something like, at least this chick is still a mom. Like, damn. Like, how are you comparing a woman who said the N-word out of frustration because her child's bag was being rummaged through? She's in a defensive mode about her own child, and that's how she got to that point of, let me just say the worst fucking word I can come up with. What's the worst thing I know? That's why white people do that. It's because you've hammered it into their brain for years that this is the worst thing that you can say to somebody. So then when you fucking reach the apex of anger, when you're as angry as you can get, where do you go? Well, you go to the word that you were told was the worst fucking word to say. So you're comparing somebody who's defensive about their child to somebody who killed their fucking kids. And they're so... Now, this is the point. When we get into the next scene here of the cult members. Fucking... These people are so dramatically in a cult. Holy fuck. Like, this is crazy.
6, strangling with exercise bands. Didn't have to work, lived in a beautiful house, had a nice car, went on great vacations. And then she murders her children, and the women praise the murder, but then also say the dad murdered him. This is like the praise of Carmelo Anthony or any of that. So let's go ahead now and go to the women lying on the street and an interview with them.
These people, the fucking cult members, first of all, call CPS. Call Child Protective Services. Alright? This chick right here, holding the fucking baby at the rally to support the lady who strangled her fucking kids? Are you serious? Take this bitch's kids away. What the fuck? It's obviously, right? You know? You obviously take away the child of the fucking... of this chick. I mean, come on. What the fuck are we doing here? You're at a rally in support of child murder. With your fucking kids.
Lindsay, it's a mental health.
Oh,
we love it. So
it's
liberal.
like Black Lives Matter or any other.
Jesus Christ, these fucking people.
I mean, look at these
Insane.
lunatics. What does making a heart mean?
You love child murder, I guess.
No, like the system failed her. She was begging for help and no one was there.
The system failed her.
I don't know if that's being held
Holy
make her
fuck,
feel
the
it.
mental gymnastics, these lunatics. And you notice this too. It's all the same type of people. It's all the fugly, fat fucking boomers. Look at all these fat fucking nearing their 50s females. 50 and above. Look at all these fucking people. Holy fuck. It's just like fucked my brain up for a second. I gotta like rewind to what Stupid was saying.
I understand all of us on a level that others don't. So
Oh
I feel
yeah,
like the
this
system failed her.
dumbass. The system fit Karen haircut, like, you know, if they're not fat, they're this type. That's what I've noticed. And I've been to political gatherings with lots of people and noticed the types. And like, holy fuck. You could get eugenical about this shit. We should start measuring their fucking skulls. See if we find a pattern. I mean, God, we figure something the fuck out to separate. I don't know. Well, I mean, not that you need to. I mean, these people are very clearly insane out in the fucking open, so it's not like you need to figure some shit out. But it would be cool to study it. It'd be interesting to study it, I guess. Regardless, the system failed her. The fucking mental gymnastics. Bitch. Like, this is so insane that, like, this person has to go through all the mental gymnastics to arrive at the conclusion that she came to, and all I have to do to retort against that, it's kind of frustrating because I want to say more. I want to have a big elaborate explanation. I'm used to solving complicated puzzles and putting together difficult to understand concepts and fathoming deep shit. So it's kind of disappointing when some retard like this says some dumb shit like the system failed her according to all her mainstream media brainwashing, and then all I have to say back is, you could have put your kids up for adoption, you piece of shit. That's not satisfying. I like my explanations of things to be elaborate and complicated. I like to be challenged. I don't like to be facing off with some brain-dead fucking moron. Good God. Let's hear what the rest of...
Big and failed, but no one was there.
I usually keep these
I
clips
don't know if SB and
at
Hale
10
make
minutes
her feel
for a
any better, but
maximum of 10 minutes.
Just wanted to support
So,
Lindsay and
see
just
what
say it
we
could
got
be
for another
trans
3
flags.
minutes of
one of
this.
my
Look at
Bunch
this
of
fucking
lunatics.
It could
bitch.
be one of
Jesus
my best
Christ.
friends, and it could be me. So
Whatever's aberrant, these women go and
We
worship
are
it.
hearing her. We see that she tried everything.
She
And
tried
I really do
everything. She didn't
believe
try
that she
putting
went
her
into
kids
a
up
state
for
house
adoption,
and-
you stupid
Clancy's supporters
bitch.
call her attorney Kevin Reddington a champion of women's rights. Is she aware of this support, and what does she think of this support?
I'm going to go in and see her right now. I'm sure that she is, and if she isn't, she will be.
what do you think about?
You might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you can drop your kids off.
They want to kill the babies
You can
when they're not
drop kids
born.
off at most
Now they want
fire
to kill them when they are
departments
born,
as
like
well.
Massachusetts just passed.
From there, they will make it into the adoption system. Like a fire department, a hospital.
Thank you.
You know, like what the fuck? If you couldn't fucking, you know,
Those are your school teachers. Those are your bureaucrats.
deal
and
with
that's-
like the
it's not
shame
all
of it or
women, but
whatever.
is
I don't know. I'm thinking like
a particular
I'm
subset that
thinking
go under
about, like,
Stockholm syndrome, and by
the
whatever
processes of a normal person who would drop their kid off at one of those baby drop-off points. Like, you're ashamed and you're not, you know, you don't want to be, you're down on your luck. If you're poor enough as to where that's what you're doing, you're probably also not, like, looking too hot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But these are, like, normal fucking reasons, you know, as to why people might want these kind of more private options to adopt, to get their kids adopted. But this fucking shit.
those are your school teachers.
No
Those
shit.
are your bureaucrats, and it's not all women, but it is a particular subset that go under Stockholm syndrome, and by whatever the system's saying, and whatever's aberrant, whatever's destructive, they buy into it. It's the Jezebel spirit. And you've seen it. You don't need me to
Lot of
cover it all. There's
Stockholm
hundreds
syndrome going around.
of these
Holy
videos
fuck.
of them praising her and saying release her when she strangled her children. Regardless, she needs to be locked up for the rest of her life. So let's play this clip
Facts.
about what happened on the jury yesterday. It's clip 5, and all the insanity there. It turns out there's people on the jury who aren't too well in the head either. So let's go to that clip. Here it is.
News in the trial of Lindsay Clancy. We just got word the jury is done for the day. Back to Brian Yennis live in Plymouth. What can you tell us about this move, Brian?
Bill, good morning. Well, in about 2 hours, the day is done. Surprising. We thought that it would begin with testimony. It did not. Each juror was questioned by the judge about what...
I had one dumb retard liberal. Like, God, what a swarmy, weaselly, snide little fucking piece of crap this guy was. A guy, too. And I was like, what the fuck? Where do you find these spineless cuck motherfuckers, for real? Trying to tell me... like, I just kind of stumbled upon this debate between this freaking asshole and some people in a comment section about abortion. And, like, this is, like I talked about in my other video. It's like the fucking... It's like the fucking straw man argument shit. This guy was like, if abortion is murder, you're gonna be like, wow, what a piece of shit argument this is. This guy's like, if abortion is murder, then call the cops next time you see a woman going into the abortion clinic. See how that works out for you. And I'm like, what the fuck kind of dumb, retarded argument is that? But this is like the mental gymnastics position that these fucking people come from. And you gotta answer them. You really gotta defeat them on all possible levels. I know people say, oh, you don't want to go down to their level. No, you want to go down to their level and kick the fucking dog shit out of them on their level. And then you want to punch at the air above them so that they know that if they were on a higher level, you would also be kicking the dog shit out of them. That's why a lot of times I'll just leave extra fucking comments. It's like, I know I already defeated you. And you got no fucking argument left to make. But I'm going to keep going. I know you're already 6 feet under, but I want a 6-foot pile of dirt on top of your fucking grave. Let's get it to 12. You know? This fucking guy, I'm like, all right. So if abortion isn't murder, go kick a pregnant woman. If the baby is not a baby and it is nothing, and killing it isn't murder, then go kick a pregnant woman in the stomach and see how that works out for you. Dumb asshole. Doesn't stop being killing a kid just because the mom did it to herself, dipshit. Just because of like wow. Like wow.
We simply don't know, actually. We don't know why the jurors were questioned, but all of a sudden they were, and then there was the witness that went up, the last
so there's that bitch. In fact, the skull measuring thing, right, that's funny. People were comparing her to some old fucking, like, old-timey drawing of I don't even remember what it was. It wasn't a Jewish thing. But you know those kind of drawings from like the early 1900s, how they used to draw Jews? It was one of those kind of things, but it was a depiction of like a bitch woman or something like that. I swear to God. And it dead ass looks just like her. Mad funny. But wow. So after I did that little fucking loopity-doop there, kick the pregnant woman in the stomach, see what happens, if it's not murder, if it's not a baby, if there's, you know what I mean? It's more like we have a weak society that has allowed lies, not truth, has allowed insanity. You know, like, you want to believe personally that it's not killing a kid because you perceive your life as being negatively affected if you have a child, right? So it's not that killing the kid isn't murder. It's that the state isn't going to recognize it and punish you for it. It's still murder. You want to give me this fucking stupid argument, oh, call the cops then next time you see a woman go in an abortion clinic. So, no, fine, I'll reverse it on you. Go kick a bitch in the stomach. See how it works out for you. And then, after he was unable to answer that, we move on to, you do realize, right, that Planned Parenthood, we give him the highbrow argument. Punch above his head, let him know. Stand up, stupid, you're gonna get knocked the fuck out. You do realize Planned Parenthood started off as the Racial Purity Clinics of America, the Social and Racial Purity Clinics of America, right? Margaret Sanger, Bill Gates' dad. Spanish people and Slavs and black people and fucking Mexicans are like weeds that need to be plucked. Quote, Margaret Sanger. Now, more than half the black people that are going to be born in the United States get aborted. How does that make you feel, dumb motherfucker? You know, this is how you got to talk to these people, honestly. Honestly. They try to do it to you sometimes. Every once in a while, you'll run into like a cocky liberal, and it's like, I don't know, maybe he's been talking to milquetoast MAGA that doesn't really know how to debate on a higher level. And I don't know, like, you know, because there's a lot of MAGA boomers out there that fucking, you know, they're just not very effective in the comment section trenches, you know. and so a cocky liberal can, I guess, mistake himself for being smart when they troll some fucking 55, 60-year-old who gets flustered and doesn't know how to respond. Because you said Trumpstein or whatever dumb bullshit you came up with, right? Every once in a while, you do run into like a cocky, arrogant lib, but for the most part, I go shock and awe. Crush these fucking people brutally. Snap them out of their fucking bullshit. You know, that's why I liked doing the fucking, I guess I'm gonna turn this into a full video. That's why I liked doing the fucking fun with U.S. patents segment when I started like the Green Hill Radio promotional page to try to attract new members. It's just another profile I have that I accept all the friend requests and fucking post the shit from the group there, and it's got like 1,000 people and fucking, you know, people, like, it's just a friends list though. You gotta like join the fucking group or click links in order to actually see the fucking group from there. But regardless, I said to myself when I made that profile, I was like, I'm just gonna send friend requests to fucking everybody and accept friend requests from everybody. Liberal, Democrat, Republican, MAGA, conspiracy theorist. I don't care if you're a Muslim or a Jew, or if you got a fucking Hitler profile picture, you know? Just fucking, let's accept everybody. And let's even accept more liberals than the rest, because those are the idiots who need to wake the fuck up, mainly. And I scroll through the news feed, and I think I've talked about this in past videos, how this news feed of liberals and the back and forth between MAGA and the libtards was just so fucking crazy and toxic, and the arrogant dumbass libs screaming away like they actually got some shit, and they come at me talking shit, and they're like, oh, you support Trump, da 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 da, and they go through the whole rigmarole of dumbass libtardation, right? And so I just said, alright, fine. I'm going to dismantle your reality from the ground up. Because the only reason why you're so fucking arrogant is because you really believe that you live in the cotton candy, bubblegum, rainbow bullshit land that mainstream media told you live in. So you really believe Trump is Hitler, and you really believe all this fucking dumb bullshit. All MAGA people are Nazis and all this fucking kind of dumbass shit, right? So I gotta dismantle your fucking reality from the ground up. So I spam posted probably like 50 fucked up US patents, and you know some of them. If you're in this circle of stuff, you know some of them. You know, fucking electromagnetic manipulation of the nervous system at a distance. That's a popular one. You know, so that's just how I start off at this point. Like, at this point, I just dunk libs' heads into the bottom of the rabbit hole. And I'm like, yeah, look at all that fucked up shit, bitch. Look at all that. Look at all that fucked up shit. Huh? Huh? You still feeling cocky? You still feeling arrogant, dumb motherfucker? Take another look. Once I've broken them, that's when the real conversation begins. Once they realize they don't actually live in the world they thought they lived in, because it's official US patents, government documents, it's not some shit where you're gonna fucking debate me on it. I haven't had that happen yet, but who knows? These people are so fucking delusional and crazy, it might actually happen at some point. Oh, that's not real. You're just making stuff up. Nice AI pictures or some dumb shit. And so that's when the real conversation begins. Because you basically gotta shock these fucking people out of their nonsense to the point where they shut the fuck up for 5 minutes. And then you can explain to them what our side actually is. Because they have, like, the perception of what it is based off of what mainstream media gave them, and the only interaction that they have with MAGA or even conspiracy theorists that they perceive as MAGA is to fucking yell at them, and they don't listen. And if you're fucking like dealing with the milquetoast low-level guys all the time, you're not getting real fine-tuned explanations for things either. And they're mad at you because you fucking suck, so they're probably just trolling you too. They're not really trying to explain the shit to you. You know, they just fuck off liberal and all that kind of... You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, trolling is fun. Calling them lib dumbasses and all that kind of shit. It's fun, alright? Sure. But it doesn't win the political battle in the end. I don't know, man. See if we can upload this fucker to Facebook. Oh, it's going to be a half an hour, right? Because I wanted to play this next segment.
Her name was Shayla Kavanaugh. She did testify today. She was a chaplain at Brigham and Women's Hospital who visited with Lindsay Clancy multiple times while she received treatment after the killings. She said that Lindsay alluded to hearing a voice, and that the voice, according to Lindsay, told her that if she did not follow the command, neither she or her children would be safe.
This is sounds like a really logical voice to listen to. Kill your kids or you and your kids won't be alive. That sounds like logic right there. Really sounds like some fucking logic going on. That is literally an Alex Jones joke. This bitch was literally like, wow, that's so bad. This is how bad shit is. Where Alex Jones makes these jokes about how stupid shit is and the level of common sense people are lacking in, and he goes, why don't you just cut your arm off so that you don't bleed to death? That makes sense, right? Oh, wow. You cut your arm off and now you're bleeding to death? You know, I'm sure if you cut the other arm off, the blood flow going that way will slow down the bleeding on the other side. Like it's literally an Alex Jones joke level logic now. I gotta kill my kids because the voice told me if I don't kill my kids are gonna die. Come the fuck on.
That Lindsay Clancy was hearing voices that told her to kill herself and her children, and therefore she was going through a postpartum psychosis temporary that caused her to kill her
media
children.
says kill your baby.
What she was doing was wrong.
Bill
that
Gates says
testimony
kill your
ended
baby.
after the prosecution challenged her.
This is a culture of death from the top down. Bill Gates' daughter just got caught in these big secret university corporate meetings about how to global domination and dumb everybody down and kill everybody. Have you figured it out yet? We got a psychotic demon cult problem, and it's trying to turn the public into vampires like them. We'll be right back with your calls and massive news.
Hi, folks. I'm Dr. Bigley.
I'm not gonna say like the fucking Middle East or, you know, the Congo or some shit. But these fucking people need to be deported to a fucking country that is slightly worse off than America. Deport these fucking people to Mexico. I guarantee you if your dumb fucking ass lived in Mexico, you'd be grateful for all the shit that you have, and you wouldn't be sitting there going, the fucking voice told me to kill my kids.